welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Steelers in this one, long-time head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys have had a tough time coming by wins this year, losers of 5 of their last 7. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Ravens. His guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Kate Scott, joined by my partner Brock Hewer. It's going to be Tyler Loop to get us started. And from Baltimore, we're underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 6th overall pick in 2019, one of the highest drafted Blue Devils ever, Daniel Jones.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Warren. Jukes away from one. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Warren once more. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. This finds its target, that's Metcalf. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Give him 24 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
The Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it. Just kind of a confidence builder. An offense drives it down, special teams does their job, and now the defense is going to take the field with the lead.
His return starts at the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from this performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Lamar now from the gun. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That played good for 17 and a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. From the gun, Jackson. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. He pushed for it, but they held strong. Gets it up to the marker, but about a yard away, it looks like. 4th down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to.
No kick, they're going to go for it. And that is incomplete. The fake is unsuccessful. The fake field goal does not get it done. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, listen, if you're going to make that call, you better be sure you're going to pull it off. Failure takes points right off the board.
The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. The counterplay here, Warren. And things are looking good to snap that 3-game losing streak that they came in on, Brock. They've got the lead here. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. 4th down. Here comes Kai Kroger to punt. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And as we work our way through November, you see here he's the leader league-wide right now in rushing touchdowns. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss. Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself, third and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense. Well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
Quick slant taken in by Dobbs. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the shotgun, it's Jones. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up first and goal.
The Steelers, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
To the air once more. Here's Jones. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens, nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. First down, here's Lamar. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
He's throwing this all the way for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. Escapes the defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Headed out right. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Jackson on 3rd and 1. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Jackson's going to go on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Result of the play.
The Steelers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Dobbs. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. That's him on the quick hitter. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Baltimore running its offense out now. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. The drive begins with Henry. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. The Steelers calling their first timeout, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. All set now, 1st and 10.
50-yard line.
Flying down the middle with Henry. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up too. Hate to say it, but it kind of feels like time, Brock. It might be time for this offense to get a little more one-dimensional because his ground game hasn't done anything. I mean, just look up at the scoreboard.
Or maybe the in-between is a little play action. I mean, everything they've done, unfortunately, has not worked. And that one, to go backwards.
Now here's Lamar. Chased out to his right. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. First down now, ball at the 33. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. George Pickens the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ravens 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And they should be well rested. They were only out there for 1 play last drive, and they found the end zone. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Jones. He tucks it and takes off. And Jones slides down with enough to move those chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On 1st down, Warren. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
and 4.
Jones looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jones now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Loss of 11 yards. And it's 4th down.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. The Steelers set to punt it. Kai Kroger is going to kick this one away. Oh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. He'll get this to Henry. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Ravens 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, Jackson finds him on the crossing route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said of how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field. It paid dividends.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They run it with King Henry. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Good for Baltimore. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Another run for Henry. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
It's Henry on the counter. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
Changing it up here, Jackson. Throws caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Lamar back to throw. He'll set up the screen from Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. On the offense, staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Has it at the 1. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut the lead down to just 2.
17. Ravens 15. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. He got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense headed out. Their lead cut down inside a field goal, so points imperative here to get some breathing room. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Left side and up by Metcalf. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Steelers lead by only 2.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Into traffic, complete. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
On 3rd down, here's Johnson. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. Going after upcoming, this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. Up the middle, and somebody blocked it! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. They'll look to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away, and that's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
Kyle Duggar there on the coverage.
Setting up to pass. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. He dodged the tackle. And the Steelers make the play that should win them this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense